All my girls, they love and hate me the same.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA.
Coach, the usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow. Archie.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Come to my world. We want it.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee's one of my favorite players, and I don't mind saying it because I love his versatility. I can move him inside into linebacker position. I can move him outside. I can rush him off the edge, rush him up the middle. He can drop into pass coverage. In fact, his versatility was on display even in his high school days, where he was a big-time high school basketball player that had a chance to play in college as well.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long run, and he can't connect. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check. Go.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
A 1st down carry by Elliott, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
First down. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer to this kind of, probably get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's Austin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go. Mike 50. Let's get it together, defense.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis on this first half. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It
certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. They'll try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, we better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays. Have him on the move on first down. Mahomes now to throw, and I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
Yeah, it was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the dip. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. The run for Pollard. And And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on this.
Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Austin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. We're back now in KC. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. On first down, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On second down, it's Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 31, Mahomes caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 in a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, eat. You must be dreaming.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Mahomes going to throw.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
This throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, you have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Again, it's Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This is Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers,
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, it might not be enough to solve the drought problems here in the Golden State, but it sure is coming down pretty good here in Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Oakland Raiders. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They're left. By their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It's probably a pretty good sign here in the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Love.
I remember coaching.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On the ground, this is Smith. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat him.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Come on. Mike's 50.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. No gain on the dump-off at 2nd down.
Well, that's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
And when you see a fake field goal, this is often one that you see, especially in today's NFL, where the holder gets outside of the pocket and has that run-pass option before finding a receiver and picking up a 1st down, because a lot of the holders are pretty good athletes nowadays.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Throwing is Luck. And that He's caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game.
Pass complete to Harris Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adam Vinatieri for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive touchdown.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I wanted to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders have taken the lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Locke. And this one complete right side to Funchess. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. This goes out right to Doyle, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a pass hauled in downfield. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds into half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Luck. And he gets it to Funchess complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Luck now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got 1st and 10. Over the middle here is Hilton. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looks like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Too little, Pep.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from him, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Forecast Just calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often...
Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Locke. It's caught by Funchess. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time. And now it's 2nd down. Now it's Locke. And this is caught off the deflection. That'll be a loss of 2 on the play.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? To the air again, Locke. Throw left side is complete to Rogers. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complimentary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Carr to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fielded at the 43. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Hines. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. just shy of midfield. Luck, middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that. And when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. Great start to the second quarter. Better than 30 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on second down. Carr to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not.
That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Glennon hit. He loses the football. It's out.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. The false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Out of the gun, Luck. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But it'll be second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing again is Luck. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. Yeah, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense is struggling. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw is Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. One last throw here for Love. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders.